Right now at 6, future Dover Hill students get a lesson in construction at the site of their new school. And Pittsburgh area businesses show off what they have to offer to residents at this year's Business Expo.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Elementary students in Joplin had the opportunity to learn about the work behind construction of their future school, Dover Elementary. With the help of an area construction company, they got a first-hand experience that students say they'll always remember. KOAM's Bronte Saratsky has more.
The site of the future Dover Elementary School got a visit on Friday from some future students.
I'm really excited because it's all summer and all year we've been working on it, and I'm really excited to go to the new school.
Construction for the site started early last year, and currently they're working on the precast for the gym and cafeteria.
We're actually working on interior metal studs as well as overhead rough-in with mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. So we've already started that process. The second floor slab has already been poured, so we're moving forward with the schedule.
Fourth graders at Columbia Elementary have been learning how cranes work to create buildings, how much panels weigh, all with the hopes that they'll learn more in the field of STEM.
Well, because they get to actually touch it and do it and actually work on it, rather than just reading from a book. Like if we actually get to touch it and move it around and actually work with a robotic crane, I think that will, they can remember that a lot better.
So on Friday, the fourth graders got to see how buildings like their future school are built, with some help from Crossland Construction and Pittsco Education.
We get the opportunity to bring them on site, let them see construction in kind of a real world situation, and let them be part of the construction of the building that they're going to be in by the end of the year.
With students getting the opportunity to see this firsthand, he hopes it could even spark an interest in construction. Students even had the chance to practice what they learned on a smaller scale.
So they'll use their own concrete panel, and then we have a robotic crane that they're about to put together, and then the kids get to actually use it and move it and put it into the panel.
Not only did students get a lesson in STEM and construction, but they also got to see how it applies to the real world as well.
In
Joplin.
2, 3.
Bronte Saratsky, KOAM News.
Construction of the school is slated to be done by Christmas of this year. A little bit warmer today than it has been the last few days. Doug Heddy joining us.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad for us today. We got to do some serious melting across the region. Temperatures went into lower 40s. It did stay in the 30s in our northern counties where you had the thicker snowpack, but everybody else who's mainly 2 inches and below, it's pretty much gone now. But we did some serious melting. Weak little wave passing by to our north for us tonight into tomorrow. It's not going to affect us. Temperatures are sitting upper 30s to lower 40s, and we're going to drop back into the 20s once again tonight. So we are going to get some refreezing on any of those slushy roads still out there, so be careful. Southerly winds right now at about 5 to 10. Through the evening hours, 30s, mid-20s later on tonight. Big warm up. Big warm up. Next few days, we're going to talk about that here in just a bit.
All right, Doug, thank you. A judge sentences a Grove, Oklahoma woman who pled guilty to assaulting a witness in a murder case. Marie Morrow pled guilty to assault with a dangerous weapon in Indian country. She is sentenced to 30 months in prison and 2 years supervised probation. Authorities say Morrow assaulted a witness in the 2019 murder of Jerry Tapp in an attempt to intimidate them. 2 men, a father and son, are charged with Tapp's murder. You can read more about the case on our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Joplin Police Department is searching for an armed robbery suspect. They say the suspect held the cashier at the corner convenience store on Maiden Lane at gunpoint, demanded cash, and left with that cash and merchandise. The employee wasn't hurt. Anyone who has information about this robbery should contact the Joplin Police Department. Day 1 of the Pittsburgh Business Expo kicked off today. This year's theme is a disco inferno at the Biz Expo. Businesses were asked to decorate their booths for a chance to win a prize. Officials with the Pittsburgh Area Chamber of Commerce say it's a chance for local businesses to connect with the community and promote themselves.
So our goal here this weekend is really just to be able to be a presence in the community and also be able to educate people of all of the different trades and services that we offer at CDL.
The expo continues tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Little baristas are serving up coffee and receiving a lesson in Noel, Missouri. Kindergarten through second grade students opened the T-Rex and Sharks Coffee Shop. It's a project-based learning assignment that teaches the kids valuable skills.
Life skills like making eye contact, using manners. They have to knock on classroom doors before they enter. They have to use please, they have to use thank you. They learn to count money. They take money, they count it, they give change. So basic life skills like that.
The students received compensation in the form of popsicles. Well, still ahead, we'll tell you about a new Joplin business giving folks a chance to get creative and a little bit messy, and a homecoming for a 3-year-old COVID-19 survivor in Kansas.
55 years and...
A new Joplin business is encouraging guests to get messy and creative. It's called Color Me Rad. It offers folks a chance to put their ideas on canvas in unique environments like a dark room with black light and UV paint.
It is for everyone. It's not limited by age. It doesn't matter what age you are. Anyone can do it. And the concept of throwing paint on each other and on walls, on canvases, is just outside of the box. You're not going to go home and do that. Your mom's not going to let you do that. You know, so like it's just being a safe spot to come in and be able to make a mess, and you don't even have to worry about the cleanup.
Color Me Rad is located at 3120 South Main. Well, there was a very happy homecoming this week for a 3-year-old girl who was hospitalized with coronavirus for 7 weeks. Her Topeka, Kansas neighborhood put on a parade to celebrate the little girl's return. Isaac French reports.
You know, to this day, I believe, her coming out of everything, she's a little walking miracle.
After spending 7 weeks in the hospital, Evelyn Igems was reunited with her friends, family, and her favorite sleeping buddy.
She did. Oh, she gonna give you kisses?
Evelyn tested positive for COVID-19 2 days after Christmas. She went through several assisted breathing machines, but her condition only got worse.
We talked to her throughout the whole time. Evie, you've got this. You're a fighter. You could do this, and you're strong, and Mommy and Daddy are fighting with you. We just stood by her all the time.
Her mother, Morgan, says the doctors recommended an ECMO machine, a system that helps deliver oxygen to the heart and lungs. They described it as one last chance to save her daughter's life.
And they said she's comfortable, she's not suffering, she's not in any pain, so we decided let's do it.
Evelyn's condition improved over the course of several weeks, and on Valentine's Day, the family learned she was able to return home.
It's a miracle, and we are so forever grateful for our friends praying. The power of prayer is strong. She definitely had a village standing behind her.
Evie was welcomed home with plenty of hugs, presents, and some bonding time with her 2 older siblings.
I think they're going to be super close from now on, and I love it. That's just amazing to me.
Morgan says she and her husband can finally rest easy, knowing that their home is full again.
Now she's in her own comfort of her own home, and I think she will thrive here at home with all of us here and supporting her and fighting with her still.
Friends of the family set up a GoFundMe page to help cover hospital bills and ongoing treatment. Later, we're going to recap a special night for a McCauley High School senior.
Plus more wintry weather in the forecast. We're going to take a look at that coming up. Well, at least we got the sunshine back for us today, and that really helped us melt off a good chunk of the snow and the ice that most of us got over the past couple days. So that's good. We're going to continue to melt in during the weekend, especially our northern counties who had that thicker snowpack. Huge warm up next couple days. Scattered thunderstorms on Monday. Some of those guys could be a little bit on the strong side. And then we go to the other extreme, back to a wintry mix on Thursday. Of course, you can get my long range forecast on my month-long blog. That is KOAMnewsnow.com. All right, thicker snow, you're in the 30s. Very little, if no snow, you're into the 40s still. We're going to drop back, though, back into the 20s later on tonight. So we are going to get a little bit of refreezing. So if you do have any slushy roads by you, watch out, as those will refreeze throughout the overnight hours. Southerly winds kind of helping our temperatures warm up today. Nice shot, sun setting. We've already gained now about an hour and 10 minutes of evening daylight hours if you go back 2 months. So at least the evening daylight hours are extending. 41 southerly winds at about 10. Humidity is low at 38%. Through the evening hours, slide back through the 30s. Eventually, we'll drop back into the mid-20s later on tonight. But we have clear skies. Nothing is going on here. One little weak wave is passing by to our north and to our east. Any moisture will stay north of us. It will drag in a very weak cold front. Not a big deal, so the winds will switch around a little bit as we head into the weekend. All right, tonight, you can see the northerly winds kick in. We pull back into the 40s through the daytime hours. Tomorrow, the winds switch back out of the southeast, and this helps our temperatures warm up. I think most of us are going to press 50. 27 to start, 45 by noon, high temp of 50. Southerly winds, they're going to be out of the north in the morning, but southerly winds at about 5 to 15. Tomorrow night, not as chilly. We drop back only into the upper 30s to near 40 degrees. And then Sunday, fantastic. We shoot into the 60s during the afternoon. We get even better. By Monday, we go into the 70s. We are going to get some scattered thunderstorms late Monday, and some of these could be a little bit stronger, so we need to watch that. Very strong cold front works through, much colder on Tuesday. Wednesday, a weak little wave slides to our south. On Thursday, here comes another storm system. This is a fairly strong wave, long ways away, but we need to watch it. As of right now, it looks like another round of ice, which could go over to snow by the time we head into Friday. So that's really 2 systems next week, thunderstorms and then wintry weather late in the week. 50 tomorrow, 63 on Sunday, 73 on Monday. So just a huge switch. And then over 30 degrees colder on Tuesday. And then 33 Wednesday, only 29 on Thursday. So really all over the place. I mean, if you look at Monday's high of 73, Wednesday's low of 13, I mean, that's a 60-degree swing.
That's just incredible.
Yeah.
Certainly a busy weather week for you and for folks to keep an eye on.
I prefer it to be busy.
That's true. It makes it a lot better for you.
It
Keeps you going. And, of course, it's a great time to have that Skywatch weather app.
Absolutely.
If you don't have
Gotta
it.
have that.
Download it now. Doug, thank you so much. Coming up in sports, it's rivalry night for Frontenac and Colgan basketball and a special moment in last night's senior night game for the Macaulay girls. Jacob Leonard's got that and more next.
Well, tonight is a big night of high school basketball in southeast Kansas, including a CNC rivalry game between Colgan and Frontenac. On the girls' side, these two teams, two of the best in the area. Frontenac is 11-4 on the season. Colgan, meanwhile, is undefeated at 6-0. That game already started in Pittsburgh. We'll have the highlights from that one right here tonight at 10. We'll also have highlights from this one. The boys' game, it's a good one too. The 13-4 Raiders trying for their 4th straight win. That one tips off around 7:30. The Macaulay Warriors split with Thomas Jefferson last night in their final home games of the season. On the girls' side, the Warriors beat the Cavaliers 50-27. Kennedy Dury led the way for the Warriors on senior night with 22 points. But no doubt the coolest part of the night was the first play of the game. Senior Kaylee Teeter, who suffered a season-ending injury earlier this season, got back on the floor, scored the final 2 points of her career to open the game. She now has 1,383 points, which puts her 3rd on the Warriors' all-time scoring list.
I can't say enough about the kid. She's meant everything to this program, to me, to everybody, her teammates. She's the most humble kid I've ever been around, and one of the most talented I've ever been around. So, barring injury, she would have set the all-time scoring record. But unfortunate turn there. But we wanted to give her one last chance to score a basket, so the fans here could honor her and go out on her last night for senior night.
She'll always be my point guard, always. Me and her had this chemistry that I've never had with any other player with all the teams I played on. We knew where each other were at all times. We hyped each other up. We always picked each other up when we were down. She was my right-hand man. And to not have her the half of the season, it was really tough. It was a huge hit to us. But we had to keep fighting, and we had to play in her honor. and I love that girl. And if anybody, that shouldn't have happened to her. She's the most humble person I know, and it just sucks to see. But I love that we had a moment for her to, make her last high school point, and I'd give anything, like I said, to play with her again.
The Missouri Southern softball team is back in action today, playing in the Edmond Regional Festival in Oklahoma City. Now, the Lions play 2 games today, beginning with Arkansas Tech. Southern trying to get back to 500 on the season, entering the day at 2-3. The Lions, though, fall in this one 9-1. They're actually on the field right now for their second game of the day against Southeastern Oklahoma. And that's a look at sports. We're back with more news after this.
We take this time now to honor one of our many four-state heroes. Paul Fast served in the Army during World War II, his hometown, Lamar. And we're proud to recognize Paul Fast, tonight's four-state hero. Here's a look at what's coming up on the KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. What's being called revenge travel. As Omicron wanes and the COVID pandemic winds down, Americans are eagerly booking vacations. Also, a new poll shows the majority of Americans working from home don't want to go back to the office. And jelly beans inspired by food and beverages served from taco trucks. Things like margaritas, churros, salsa, guacamole, and beef taco. Got that and more coming your way tonight on the KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. A British zoo is counting on the smooth sounds of a soul legend to help keep an endangered species in the mood for love. Jeremy Roth has today's Take a Look at This.
The saying goes, music soothes the savage beast. But in the case of one British zoo, organizers were hoping some sultry music would get their beasts a little riled up, if you catch my drift. The Trenton Monkey Forest brought in Marvin Gaye impersonator David Largy to serenade live an audience of Barbary macaque monkeys in hopes that seductive songs like Sexual Healing and Let's Get It On would set the mood for the primates during mating season. Barbary macaque monkeys are classified as endangered, and officials at Trenton say each birth is vital to the species. Officials said they did observe several primates engaging in grooming and teeth chattering, visible clues that the soulful music of Marvin may have worked its magic. This sound must have been music to the ears of a Texas woman who lost her engagement ring in a snowdrift while on vacation in Colorado. After unsuccessfully searching for the ring, Paulina Morales had to return home without it. Local resident Tony Pizzamigalo saw their story on the news and figured he'd give it a shot, promptly finding the ring with his metal detector. KCNC reporter Spencer Wilson was able to deliver the good news to Morales over video chat.
No! You're kidding me!
We got it.
I got chills. Oh my God, this is such good news.
As for the couple's Good Samaritan hero,
You'll be invited to the wedding.
for Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Certainly some interesting stories there, especially that last one. I mean, fine, people do that, so.
But we weren't really paying attention. We were chatting, so I just saw the ring at the end.
I listened to, here's the deal, I could hear it up here, so I caught most of that. Something else that we're going to catch is a swing in temperatures and weather.
Yeah, big warm up over the next couple days. 50 tomorrow, 63 on Sunday. Chance for thunderstorms on Monday. Winch-free weather late next week.
All right, Doug, thank you. That's our time for now. We'll see you back here tonight at 10. Thanks for making us part of your night.
Salon service is provided by the